with us.
Hello, my love.
Oh my goodness.
Hi, my sister, Alex. I love you so much. You're my
Right?
superwoman.
Right? I
Yes,
love it.
She's amazing.
She's our star.
Yes,
She's our star.
absolutely.
You tell your sister, I'm Johnny Star.
I have a funny story. I used my sister to make friends with a staffer in Congress once. He was so impressed with my sister that it got me in like Flynn.
Her sister is a Hollywood star.
I know. Yeah. You were in the green room. I was in the room. I noticed. Well, I please her movies. She is just probably the most under noticed actress in the world. I mean, please, she comes on screen. You know, it's like that Philip Seymour Hoffman before he really blew up. Like, oh my goodness, she has that presence. She has that power. She has that. The room fills up. The screen fills up. Please, I am the movies and popcorn guy, and I know a remarkable actress. So when I heard you two were sisters, of course, it all makes sense. So, Paula, join this love fest now, and tell us about your vision before we talk about the one organization. Tell us your personal vision, because it's pretty grand, also.
Yes, my personal vision is seeing everybody just dancing and singing and living in harmony and just being happy and doing art all over the place. That is my vision for the world. Actually, that is my vision. Everybody, that is why we connect so much about, every child in the world needs to have food and clothes. That is basic to this. Everybody needs to be provided for the grace of God. And that is my vision. I have the feeling of the oneness since I was very little. So that is why when I join one, I say I find my place, because when I was little, I couldn't understand. I remember on TV in Argentina, they used to pass those videos about Ethiopia, kids dying, hunger. I was like, what is this? I was outside, I said, please come pick me up. Why you left me in this planet with such injustice? So that, get in the back of my mind. And I had this feeling of the oneness, of that we are just love always in my life, So I think in my consciousness, I was keeping this vision. And
I think that's right, because that's what you did at the Global Vision Conference. You brought that ballroom of people together. You brought us all together, right?
I was looking on the Facebook. I have a Facebook video, a little bit of that day, and because that was one of my dreams, like my vision. So it's like it came true that day.
Yeah, it did. And I just let you go. I had no idea what you were going to do. She's an artist. I have no idea what is happening. And you just rallied us, and we danced, and we had lawyers and doctors and artists all dancing and moving. And your beautiful daughter, holding my vision, holding her popcorn cup up.
Yeah,
it was a magical day. So your vision is alive. You embody your vision. Tell me about Bono's vision. And I was right when they started. I've been a member since they started. Tell us about the one organization and what their vision is.
Well, I get into the one organization one day. I was, I think it was 2005, something like that. I was sitting in my apartment in front of my computer. I was without a job for 2 months. So I was like, my saving was like, I think I have $18 in my bank account. I only pay like internet and phone in that moment, to get connected. So I was watching Live 8, and I heard Bono talking about one, and I said, like, what? I found my place. This is, I thank you, God, was one of my favorite bands in the world, and working against poverty was my issue since I was a little one. I say, like, this is it. And since there, I remember that I bought a shirt that was $10. And do you hear me? Yeah. Okay. And and with the $18, I bought a shirt of one. It was $10. And 2 days later, they called me for an amazing executive producer job, and everything was amazing. And then I started being involved with one because the vision that Bono has, is the same vision the millions of people. And I saw how fun and how important is mix the art with a mission. You have a vision and then you have a mission as an artist to make that vision happen. So I that is what I joined one. And what we do is just, be responsible of rights as a citizens. You take responsibility for what your people that you elect is going to do with your money for taxes. It's about being responsible for the change that you want to see in the world. Be the change that you want to see. Take responsibility. Go and tell people what is good to do. Who is doing the stuff. Let's do it together. I love a phrase of Obama. Say, if you don't like something, just get up on your chair and go and fill signatures. But that is what we do. We just tell our representatives, please, is this law happening in the Congress right now? It's going to help millions of people. It's creating a better world. It's calling the vision of what you promised, being a politician, in the United Nations. So let's work together. Let's help each other to make it happen. So that is what I love about one, and I see many results happening, and progress. So that is what I keep my heart, even though now, with all the vaccination stuff, I kind of like, okay, I'm not going to talk about vaccines. I'm going to keep the vision of feeding every child. I'm going to elevate my consciousness about this. I go to the 5th dimension. We came from the future and we make it happen. So we don't worry about what is happening right now. And that's what I teach people in my coaching and my, my healing, get connect with us oneness, elevate your vibration to the 5th dimension, and make it happen in this one, keep the vision and manifest. That is what I teach on my spiritual awakening coaching.
And, for the audience, it works. This advocacy works. The money is usually there and it just needs to be allocated, because I know almost 10 years ago, we had a Vision Miami and one was there, and the vision was to save 4 million children. 4 million children we were going to save simply by providing them mosquito nets. All we had to do was call Congress, and we filled the phones. We were calling, allocate this money, that over the next 4 years, we would save 4 million children. And I'm proud to say I was a part of that. We did that, Paula.
We did
that, right? 4 million children.
And
just from a mosquito net.
Yes, so simple. And you don't even have to call. You just put your phone number, then send you a text, and you press the text and then connect you with the representative, and you say, hello, I'm Paula, please vote for this bill. That's it. And you're making a huge difference. You have no idea those 30 seconds that take you to do that. It makes a huge difference, because the politician needs to know what their representatives want to do. If not, they do another stuff for other people that claim. If you don't claim, they give it to somebody else. So it's your money. What do you want to do with your money, And I saw results. Another law that we passed 5 years ago was Electrify Africa, that brings like electricity for 50 million people in Africa. Electricity, something that was invaded 100 years ago. More than 100 years ago. It's like we're in 2020. It's just the will, like we say. The technology is there, the money is there. It's just the will. It's your voice. Just raise your voice. We don't want your money. What we want is your voice. Step up. And you give me a mic, and I can be talking forever. So please, I'm sorry.
It's music.
It's passion for me, like
it's
let's
music.
do it together.
It is music. You're an awakening coach. You're awakening the world, you know, and it's part of my vision. I want people to see this is not rocket science. To get a man on the moon, when Kennedy had his vision that by the end of the decade, we're going to put a man up there in space on the moon and land him, that was rocket science. To get electricity to children in Africa so they can watch their movies and have food and clothing.
Yes.
This is not rocket science. This is just distribution and the vision to do it. And enough women empowered and enough great men supporting them, they will know exactly what to do. They won't think borders. They won't think this. They will think this is like a swarm. Women will swarm and we will feed and clothe every child on the planet and share movies and popcorn with them. So you two sisters have been so dear to me all these years, and that you have been a part of every one. This is our third. I'm going to give you guys a secret. Don't tell anyone else the date. The date for the next Global Vision Conference is the 21st. The 21st. So I'm already putting it out there. Your friend, that senator friend of yours, Paula, and different people, let's get them enrolled in this. You know why? They'll want to be a part of something grand. Yes. You heard Deanne and I talking about Mayor David Dermer. He was the beginning of politics for me, and there are good ones there that want good and will get behind us if we do what we're doing. So the 21st of August is our next big one that we're gonna
rock. I know.
You
we're
guys
gonna
put
rock.
it on your calendar, right? We have momentum.
And I was just in the green room amazed with the other women, you know, with the rock star Rochelle, with the beautiful, amazing, and energetically Sunny, and with the amazing Andrea talking about, you know, get together. And I was seeing the interviews with them, and I was like, wow, I'm so glad to be part of this group of women. You know, Blanca's amazing. Blanca is like, wow, because she's living her dream. And I remember we talked last year before the conference to the interview, and she told me a phrase that I love it. She was like, I want to live my life with an exclamation sign. And she's doing it, you know. She's doing it. She's rocking, and her dream is coming true. And I've been a producer for 20 years, and she just started, and she looked like, what? She's like executive producer. She's amazing. She makes it happen, and she elevates everybody when you meet her. It's amazing. I love her.
You know, again, because of you and our this long-term friendship, you do know the breadth and the depth of what is actually happening, because you know, I was at the Hard Rock Hotel booking it for the Global Vision Conference 2021 when this whole pandemic, the governor closed the state. And instead we just pivoted, we just were agile, and we decided we're going to do it online. And why wait till January of 2021? We had the next one 2 months, and now we're having the third one, and then we're going to have the fourth. And we're going to make this vision happen quicker, faster, and it will become
expanding.
Yes, a snowball of
the
vision
light, exactly,
rolling down, right?
That's
in love happening. So
it's happening right now. I love Michael Bernard backwards. He's a musician that talks about the law of attraction, and he has this phrase that I love to it's happening right now. You know, you just have to tell yourself it's happening. I'm doing it. It's happening, and it start unfolding quickly. You know, you start being, you know, holding your vision and your little things and your own bubble, like I say, you know, and then the bubble. That's why I put my show the bubble, right? The energetically bubble that we have, you know, and your life is getting better and better, and then your neighbors, your friends, and then the whole world, you know. That is the seed that we need to plant, the love. Just being in love like you are, Johnny. You're pure love. You're, you know, the grandfather for us.
What you can do for this grandfather is when you go back into the green room, call, or if Blanca's not in there still, call her. She'll organize how many women we have right now, even if some haven't written it, because people forward to other Facebooks. If Andrea could just find out, I mean, please, just the women that we've had on now that all enroll. It's not just it's an enrollment. If one person, hey, I want you to hold this vision that we have, that by the end of the day, they don't even have to believe it's going to happen, but by holding it, you're putting an intent in. You're putting, when I first called some people for we're going to do the Global Vision Conference virtually online. I don't know, now they're in it. Now they're calling. Now they're speaking. So if you could do that, find out so that when we get the next report, I'll know that the last number was 19. So that would that just helps my my energy. Okay. Love you too.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you. Bye-bye.